Hello and welcome to Planning for Perfection. We're just doing a quick review today. So our review is of the Filofax notebook, the Saffiano. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is just running through it and letting you know what's inside it and what to expect. I found these videos really helpful when I was looking for a notebook, so hopefully you will too. So basically it's in a teal colour. It's very, very pretty. I'll just compare it to the aqua colour of my other Filofax, and if you can see that, it's a much darker green. It's lovely. And it has these kind of disc bound, beautiful little, this is in a white colour, which is different than if you get the black version of this. If you get the black version, they will give you the black rings as well, but I quite like the contrasting colour. So it's, as I said, it's the Saffiano collection. It's in A5 size. You can also purchase this in pocket size, which is really good. And I'll just take you through a quick flick through. So this is exactly as I've bought it. I've not changed anything, I've not moved anything. So we open it up, we've got this lovely, it feels cardboardy. It does, I will admit, it kind of feels like this is inside it. But the fact that it's got this lovely kind of like faux leather exterior makes it feel more luxurious than it actually is. Definitely, I would say so. So we open it up and we have our lined paper. They include 56 pages of this lined paper throughout the book. So ample amount. I heard a few people complaining that the lines didn't go all to the edge, but on this version they do completely. And it also comes with this brilliant ruler, which is practically exactly the same as what you would get in a normal Filofax, but it's much more bendy. If you can see that, it's much more flexible. It feels still very durable, but I will say it did come and it has got this slight bend in it. So anyone that's really hates that imperfection, you may be a bit annoyed about that, but I don't mind it too much in this context. So as you can see, they pop right back in, and I'll demonstrate this with the pages. So we turn over, here's our first page. Let's go to somewhere in between. Just very quickly, I want to show you how it lies completely flat. I think that's really good, especially if you're a student, you're taking notes. It's annoying when you first get your notebook that it doesn't work. It also has this amazing trick of being able to do this. So you can now lie completely flat and it's folded over. So it's got that added bonus, which I think is just absolutely brilliant. So coming back to the removable pages, which is a big deal for us Filofaxes. So I'm just going to pull this away. I don't know if you can see, but you have these kind of D holes with slits in. Now, I don't know how they would cope if you were constantly moving your pages around, but for me, I think an occasional move around, once you've sorted it out, once you've got it organised in the way you want, it would look amazing, and you don't get any tear. So if you have a look here, I've put it back in. We've got no bubbling, no tearing. Everything's exactly where it needs to be again, and also it's not affected any of the other pages, which is fantastic. So not only does this come with 56 pages of lined paper, but we also, at the back, they give you these 4 coloured dividers. So we've got this first one is the special one, so it's the one that everyone's kind of raved about when they saw it. So it has inside it a pocket. So if you can see this pocket, it's very deep, it's got a lot of give, so it would be perfect for stickers, memos, anything like that. And also it is completely removable. As you can see, there's no tearing, ripping or kind of dog earing along the top because I've moved it. So if I wanted to move it, say here, I'd just then pop it back in like so. Really efficient, really nice, and completely customizable. I also say, if you've got a hole punch some cardstock, chuck it in there, D slits to make them into D holes, and you can completely customise this notebook as well. Brilliant for students, brilliant for anyone looking for a notebook that they want to customise but maybe haven't got the budget for a Filofax. I know for a fact a lot of these Filofaxes, a lot of our Kiki K planners and Carpe Diem planners, they're within the £30, $30 range. So this cost me £10 from Amazon. I believe it's about £13 on Filofax, so you will save a bit of money if you shop around. I'll leave the link down below. But again, we have the dividers at the back. There's now a red one, a yellow and a purple, so a good selection of colours. But however, these do not have the pockets, but that's not to say that you can't create your own pocket or create your own kind of design. You can put some cardstock on there. They are plastic, they feel plasticky, and they feel very durable, so I feel like a lot of ripping and putting back in would not be too kind of damaging to the actual cardstock itself. So then back here I've got this card that they've put in place to keep it nice and stiff. Here is the wiring that puts all of our coils in place. It does feel like it's slightly unfinished. I would just say just here, see how it kind of still sticks out. I'd have liked that to be covered, but you can't really complain when you're paying £10 for a notebook. So we have this here, which I'll just take off. This is the flyleaf cover, and here it just has a description of all of the different things that come within it. So it says it's got 56, 100 GSM rule pages, so it's nice, kind of thick paper for a notebook. I would say there was probably a few bleed through issues if you were going to use a fountain pen, or perhaps you'd want to try out your markers, but just for a roller ball or something like that, it would work absolutely fine. Again, it's saying it's a A5 size. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, A5 size. It tells you everything that's included within it, and it says it folds flat back to back. It's got a leather look cover, so it's got everything really that you need to start out with a notebook. So the last but not least, so at the back here, my favourite little bit, if we can see properly, is the Filofax official embossing there. It's lovely. It's just a nice touch, because I absolutely love the F's when they put them here, so it's nice to have that there just so everyone knows it's official Filofax. And then they give you extras in your package, which is very exciting. We all love a freebie. So we've got 4 pages of plain paper, again completely ready to go in and be customizable within your notebook, so that's great. Anything for title pages, or perhaps you like to sketch or doodle in class. I know we all like to do that occasionally, so that's actually really handy. And then we've got our lovely gridded paper, squared paper, that has it's kind of like a dark blue square. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to bring it right up close to you. It's a dark blue, and it's quite nice. It's almost a grey, but I quite like that little pop of colour. It's a bit different, and also it kind of matches my colour. They're available, these notebooks are available in a load of different colours. If you have a look online, I think they do duck egg, I think they do patterned ones now. They definitely do base colours like your fuchsias, your reds, your blues. I think they do a green now, so it's up to you really. Get one that suits your personality, get one that you can kind of express yourself with. Some of them come with straps. This one doesn't. It's part of the Saffiano collection, so they don't actually include a strap with a Saffiano, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want a strap across the top, but what I would say Filofax do great with these notebooks is they do make an indentation here and an indentation at the bottom on those that have straps, so that they can fit in nicely, so you've not got loads of strap marks, which I think is just very inventive and good. So basically, we've walked through our Saffiano notebook, and I'd love to know your opinions on it. I've not started mine yet, but we'll be starting it today after I film this video. I'm going to be starting it. I think I'm going to use it for a class I'm taking, so just to be able to kind of categorise my notes and organise what I want in it. And as soon as that's done, I will update you with how it's functioning, whether or not these holes are holding up. But my first impression is that it will be a really good and handy notebook, and one that is definitely worth the £10 price tag. So I would recommend it. I'd love to know your opinions, and whether or not you've got Filofax notebooks, or you've got different notebooks that you think maybe would be more useful or that you like. Then I'd love to know your comments, so please post them down below. And also, if you get a chance, click the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a follower, just so that you can see maybe how this actually works in a functioning way. That would be really useful. So any comments are welcome. Please subscribe. And also, I'd like to say a quick thank you to all of those of you who are in the planning community that have welcomed me and Planning for Perfection so nicely, and who have been watching my videos and have been putting up your own videos that have inspired me. It's really, really nice to see. So thank you all for that. And on that note, have a lovely and perfect day.